Hey everybody, my name's Pat, and this is DVMTG. I just wanted to bring you a bit of an update during the week to what has been happening in the Magic community. So, as of the posting of this video, which will hopefully be Friday morning, Pro Tour Amonkhet will be happening this weekend, which is fantastic. Yay! We get to see a bunch of pros come together and sling some spells and do fantastic magic-y type things. There's a couple of things that are exciting about this. First of all, it's our first Pro Tour for Amonkhet, hence it's called Pro Tour Amonkhet. Um, but this is just following the banning of Felidar Guardians in Standard, so no copycat, which means you think Mardu Vehicles is going to be on the top of the list, and I'm sure that's the go-to for a lot of people. But there's been a lot of pros. There have been a lot of pros who've been testing other decks. A lot of blue decks that have cards like Pull from Tomorrow, Commit to Memory. I think there have been some people testing various builds of zombies or blue-white control. I know the over in Japan, there's been some testing of the Shadow of the Grave, New Perspectives, combo cycle, combo wombo deck with Approach of the Second Sun. I know there have been some people testing decks with Saheeli Rai and Glorybringer, or all of the fantastic things that she does, because apparently 4-color Copycat can still run without Felidar Guardian. And it's a bit of a beat face when you're facing down two Glorybringers. So that's something fantastic to watch out for this weekend. What else happened? The new MTGO Magic the Gathering Online update brought us the official Commander 1v1. Wizards announced that they're going to do their own ban list for Commander 1v1, and then the community had this huge uproar and didn't like it. And then Wizards came out and said, "Well, let's do two different ban lists," and they're going to do one for Commander 1v1 and then one for multiplayer. Which I think will be quite fantastic. They're going to be two completely different lists, but if you think about it, Commander 1v1 is a bit more competitive, and it's like big legacy vintage decks, whereas multiplayer is very fun and very often casual kitchen table type Magic. Magic the Gathering Online also has format challenges coming up, which is really cool because this is a way for every week people who don't have the opportunities to go to large events for various formats can play. So they're having 5 different format challenges every week with set dates and times. It's going to be for Modern, Vintage, Commander, Legacy, and Pauper, so no Standard. But that's still pretty sweet because there's going to be some prize support, which is designed for you to build decks within that format. So if you wanted to start in Legacy, you could definitely get a budget deck and then work your way up to something much more competitive. And that's fantastic. I will post the link in the description where you can read all about it for more fantastic awesomeness. There was also something that popped up today on the Judge blog, which is it's Ask a Magic Judge, magicjudge.tumblr.com, and it's about the interaction between Kalidas and Anointed Procession, and it's a very, very interesting thing, very wordy. So Kalidas says, if a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile that card and put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. Anointed Procession says, if an effect, here's your keyword, if an effect would create one or more tokens under your control, it creates uh, twice that many of those tokens instead. And it's very confusing, and it has a lot to do with the an effect. It's a replacement effect, and the wording of Anointed Procession, where it says if an effect would instead of if you would. So how this works, and hopefully things will get errated and things will change this. But for right now, you need to understand that if a creature dies via a spell or an ability resolving, like Fatal Push or Trial of Ambition, something that says destroy that creature, sacrifice that creature, so on and so forth, then you will get 2 tokens. If it's not one of those, maybe it's like lethal damage from combat, or it's sacrificed to a cost, like Bantu or Fling, then you will only get 1 token. It's a bit weird, it's a bit confusing. I'll post the link to the Tumblr in the description. You can check out more of that. And then lastly, the thing I want to talk about, which I think is so exciting, is DreamHack Austin hosted Magic the Gathering tournament, which was great. It was actually a bit of a small tournament, and I believe Corbin Hustler, I probably pronounced his name wrong, decided to write about it and some fantastic things. And this is great. And you're all like, yeah, cool, but what's DreamHack? DreamHack is like a gigantic LAN party. It's esports at its pinnacle. and thousands of people come into these places just to watch people play video games. You get games like Overwatch and Dota 2 and League of Legends and all sorts of great fun things like that. And sure, Magic doesn't have that great of an online presence, especially when you compare it to these games that have esports that are so competitive, Counter Strike, Global Offensive, things like that. But just the fact that Wizards was able to be represented at an event like this could be big for the Magic community. There are other dream hacks coming up in the future, as well as other esports, and to see that Magic is getting recognized it could show potential growth with the company. Which I mean, you're accepting new players in and showing them how to play and growing the company and letting us all share the fun of Magic is what it's all about. So that's all I got. I just want to talk about a couple of things. I appreciate you listening to me. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at DVPlaysMTG. And go ahead and if you like what you see or you hear, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the follow button, leave some comments. I will always accept criticism. You guys are fantastic and amazing. And I'm going to finish this video out by playing some Momir. So go ahead and watch all of the terrible, horrible mistakes I make. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.